I don't like playing people on Twitch. Hey, don't come back though. Let me do the link.
Let me know when you're ready.
I'm ready.
You can get everybody ass on.
Look at this shit.
It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
Brings up second and 11 at the 24-yard line.
Here we go. After the loss to start out, here's second and 11.
Yeah, let's get sack lunch.
On second down, it's Coleman.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7.
Let's see what you got.
Mike's 50. Mike's 50.
21. Here we go.
I got you. Mike 50.
From the gun, it's Garoppolo. And that is incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
On now is the 27-year-old rookie, Mitch Wisnowski, to punt. Back deep for the Steelers, Ryan Switzer. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. Switzer on the return. Well, that'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10 at their own 24.
Take 2 of them.
Now a fake on the give here as they try to run pass option. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. D Ford able to drop him for a loss of a couple. That's called setting the tone right away.
It certainly is, and it lets you know just how important communication is amongst the offensive line. They talk about it all the time, knowing each other's moves. You've got to be coordinated and in sync. Otherwise, your quarterback gets hit.
180.
54 Mike. 54 Mike. Check.
Quarter.
I'm going to run you over.
King.
Check.
Throw left side complete. It's Hall. And he will have 1st down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. His first catch, good for 9 and a 1st down.
230.
Mike's 56.
Go that best release it goes.
56.
Throwing now, Roethlisberger on 1st down. And heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Anton Exum. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. They were looking for Johnson that time.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Here we go. Left 80! 21.
Tight dog.
11.
Check out route.
Hey, gun.
Begin.
Behind.
They'll run with Coleman on first down. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
I got you. Check 20.
Garoppolo going to hand this one to Coleman. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. 7 yards there and a first down.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy. Let him pick up the first down.
49ers with their first trip to the red zone thus far. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 17. On first down, it's Coleman. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
Now they'll throw with Garoppolo. Coleman has it here right side. And he'll get 7 yards from the 17 to the 10 before he's taken down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Here we go. 80!
Under 10. 10. You got tight right there. Watch the shift. Hey, watch the shift.
I got you.
Here we go.
They'll try and run for it here. It's Coleman. And he gets the first down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. Give him a gain of 4. Able to convert, and that sets up 1st and goal now.
1st and goal at the 6-yard line.
Here we go. 80!
Spot.
21.
They'll run with a former Viking, Jerick McKinnon. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. So add that tackle for a loss to the 2 that he had a week ago.
And you know what he's doing right now?
Smiling?
Yeah, definitely doing that. But he's also patting his guys on the back, his defensive front, because they're keeping him clean, meaning no one's getting to him as a blocker. He's able to run to the football, and the plays he's making, he's throwing them in the offensive backfield.
Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal.
12, fellas, here we go.
From the gun, it's a handoff to Coleman. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. Marquise Goodwin, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Niners have taken the early lead. Gold with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10 at their own 24. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. Juju Smith-Schuster, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. This is a guy who made a Pro Bowl in his 2nd season, James Conner. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Now Roethlisberger to throw. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays.
And the Steelers 1st down.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Watch screen. Watch screen. Take 2 of them.
On 1st and 10 is Conner. The Pro Bowl corner, Jason Barrett, on the tackle.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the 2nd level.
QB's trash. Let's go. Hey, watch it. Watch
it. 2nd and 5 now. Roethlisberger. His throw caught at about the 5. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Niles Paul, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Steelers are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Extra point put through by Boswell. And we are tied at 7.
That was luck. He should have knocked that down.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
A reminder, coming up later tonight, a lot of buzz about this game. The Browns, they've been doing some travel. Back-to-back primetime games for them. Monday night they were in New York. Now the Browns head to Los Angeles to take on the NFC champs, Browns and Rams, an 8:20 kickoff Eastern time, 5:20 in California. He finds an opening past the 40. And down right around the 37. A big pickup of 38.
Dance class, anyone? Did you see the steps between the quarterback and the running back?
You need for a good counter.
You have to have it because you're setting up your blocking. There's a timing element as well, but they have to marry up their steps. Otherwise, that timing gets thrown out the window.
Timing was great there and a big run. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
inside, taken in by Pettis. Now the old pass completion for no gain, not something you want to call up out of the playbook too often.
Yeah, most offensive coordinators don't have that on their play sheet, so they've got to go back and scramble after this one. But right now, with what they're telling receivers about making sure you take care of the ball in open field, sometimes the fighting for extra yardage doesn't come as a result. That and good tackling can lead to no yards gained.
On third down, here's Coleman. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going.
1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Here we go, here we go, here we go. 180!
55 to Mike. Oh, yeah, I'm coming.
Garoppolo now, first down throw. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. Cameron Hayward attacking off the edge that time. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack.
I got you.
Mike 55, Mike
13.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. He'll let this go for the end. And it'll be intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Man, I got you.
After the interception, here's Roethlisberger. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Tighten up.
He's got the first down and more past midfield. And finally down at the 32-yard line. Give him 32 on the play.
It's a gain of 32. First down, Pittsburgh.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30.
Alert! He's coming, Nickers! Hey! I-7!
Check 25.
Double bump.
Mike 56, Mike.
From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. Now that'll be taken and intercepted. Picked up by Anton Exum. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, there definitely was some juice on that pass. And while tight ends don't always have the same reputation for hands as wide receivers do, in this case, that ball was expected to be caught.
Here we go. 180!
Championship, baby.
So after the INT, it's Garoppolo. On the screen, this is Coleman. And he is going to lose yardage here. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. The ball resting on their own 5 here as they come up to the line on 2nd and long. On the ground, it's a handoff to Coleman. And he'll take this forward only up to about the 7. The Steelers signal for the second of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. The Niners on third down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is third down and 12. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. And that will be incomplete. Steven Nelson able to get a hand in coverage. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football and now zapped right back in the other direction. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And the Steeler offense, they're set up nicely as they take over. Pittsburgh's offense now heading back out onto the field. And 2 interceptions already here in this first half. That's got to affect him a little bit, right? He's got to be thinking about it.
He's got to be thinking about it, but most of the good ones, they find a way to put it aside. They're not happy about it by any stretch of the imagination. They find a way to put it aside and continue to play their game.
Can he put it aside? Let's find out.
At the Niners' 29-yard line.
Possibly a good spot here to take a shot as they come out with 3 receivers to the left on second and less than a yard. Play fake to Connor. Now Roethlisberger under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. Now the Steelers going to use their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. So third down, they need to get to the 28 for a first.
Check, check. No. Okay, just like that. Just like that.
Now Roethlisberger. That ball caught by the former Toledo Rocket, Deontay Johnson. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a fourth down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. Boswell signed to a 4-year deal prior to last season, but he struggled a little bit.
Yeah, do you think that they saw 13 of 20 when they signed him to a 4-year deal?
Not at all.
Needs a big bounce back in 2019 if he wants to see the end of that contract.
And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The San Francisco offense getting their last-minute instructions before they take over here. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops, and if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
To throw again on second down, Garoppolo. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now.
Intended for George Kittle. Incomplete. Brings up third down and 1.
The Niners on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation.
I got this.
This time they stay on the ground. And they will get to him behind the line, but they're out of timeouts, remember, and the clock continues to wind down. Nothing doing on 2nd and 3rd down after that 9-yard gain on first. So we've hit halftime, just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman. So time for the second half as the Steelers have the lead, and they will also be receiving the football here to start the third quarter. Fairly short kick, taking it to 14 here. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
Huh? Huh?
Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10 at the 34. From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. And he'll find Hall. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards.
Black 30.
Lock 56. Hey, pick your game up.
Black and burn.
They'll run on first down. It's Connor.
Man, Connor is so slow.
Back at the 47. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But looks like they're ready to go.
24. 56 to Mott, 56. Check 56.
I got it. Black, what's that?
Off the play fake. Here's Roethlisberger. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's third down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Here's Roethlisberger. Able to find Switzer. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on third down. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. Outright, he gets this one to Switzer. That is now 19-yard gains on back-to-back plays. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll try to run it. This is Connor. And he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. James Conner, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Steelers find a way to stretch their lead. Boswell good with the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail.
I thought he caught it.
Matthews, the
Actually, I thought I picked it, then thought he caught it. I thought I picked it, then I thought he caught it.
Here we go, here we go.
Mike 50. Check that.
To throw is Garoppolo. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll be a 3rd and about 13.
I'm about to get in the shower.
Here we go.
You about to go get in the shower?
Hey, that's good. That's good. Say.
There's Garoppolo to throw. Deep ball for Goodwin. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way down to the 36-yard line. Garoppolo able to find Goodwin for a big one. 42 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Throwing now is Garoppolo. The throw to the left side, caught by Coleman. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a 1st.
They safety
about football
suck.
being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again, they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
Look at this.
Just inside the 10. And they work this near the 5.
That
They'll be
is just
stopped at the
straight.
6.
First of all,
11
man,
yards
don't
there,
even let
1st
quarterbacks
down.
do that this year.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route.
11. Hey, gun.
Mike,
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. It'll be a loss of 7 on the play. And it'll be 2nd and goal.
Here we go. Black 80!
Check. Jim.
They will run again with Coleman. A good display of power, but it will only get him just inside the 5 to the 4. A nice run there, 8 yards, moves him much closer to the goal line now for 3rd down. They've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal?
12. Stick.
Now Garoppolo. And it's complete. In the end zone. Touchdown.
What was my man there?
Marquise Goodwin. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the 49ers have cut it back within a score.
I know Paul Revere talked about by land or by sea, right? You know, 1 by land, 2 by sea. He didn't mention air because right now we're seeing a big-time performance, aren't we? That's 2 touchdowns so far in this game.
Where'd you pull that one from?
And, you know, every now and then I actually listened in history class.
And you're just a scholar all the way around. You're reading all the time. I like that you fit that into the broadcast.
You know, I just grab a nugget when I can.
And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10 at their own 23. Over the middle, hauled in by Smith-Schuster. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup.
Well, how about this aggressive approach?
That one was close, but I seen he was too close to that line.
Are you thinking about Super Bowl 51? Atlanta had the lead against New England, and they ended up giving it up?
I was going to say, don't say it, but you did say it.
I did, didn't I?
Yeah, anybody watching in Atlanta, our apologies. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. Here's Roethlisberger. This one complete, right side to McDonald. A gain of 6 there on first.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on second down. And he finds McDonald.
Man,
and the throw there going to be incomplete. Critical play in this football game.
If anything, it should have been a fumble.
It has to be a little frustrating for them because they know
he took a couple steps going to the ground and they let him.
Really increased chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
Let's go, boys. Let's go.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 3-yard line.
Here we go, here we go, here we go. 180!
Hey, switch gears.
Bang, lock.
They'll start out on the ground with Coleman.
Look at that.
And they work this out past
Man, I
the
hate
25.
Madden sometimes.
Fresh out of the locker room, they hit him with a gain of over 20.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
Right back to Coleman here on 1st down. He takes this for 3 to the 29.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Check. Crunch.
He'll find Goodwin here on the right side. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down. He's certainly been a huge factor in this when he's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the 1st.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him, double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked into such a groove and such a connection, it doesn't matter how many guys are in his area.
He certainly looks to be in that groove right now. On 1st down, it's Coleman. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
All day, dog.
From midfield, here's Garoppolo. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. This is 3rd and 2, maybe the biggest play in this football game. And it's caught by Selleck. And he's going to have a 1st down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. First time they've looked his way in this game. He comes through picking up the 1st.
Switch.
They'll run on 1st down. Coleman. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now.
Here we go.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
He's coming.
Wait, get hot.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Coleman. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Here we go.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They face a critical 3rd down now, needing a score here in the late going.
Man.
Good one, able to haul it in. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. Garoppolo to Goodwin there for a 49er
right
first.
there.
Here we go, here we go.
On first down, it's Coleman. The linebacker Ryan Shazier there to make the tackle. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
Here we go.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
One, Omaha.
Kill. Turn up. Kill.
I got you.
Kill.
Six.
They'll keep it on the ground. Coleman, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Now the Steelers use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Here we go. Black 80. Hey, alert.
Back to throw, Garoppolo. And that is incomplete.
Woo!
I guess you can't be afraid to take those chances late in the game. He tried to fit that one in there. Nice job, though, defensively.
But to your point, it was a nice job of knocking the ball away. But you're also right. You can't be afraid to take those chances. That means your guys going downfield to catch the ball, they've got to elevate their game and come down with these in order to keep your offense moving.
Well, we knew this had the potential to be a tight game, but with less than 3 minutes to play, couldn't be any tighter. We're all tied.
All locked up, right? And this next drive is going to tell us everything we need to know about this game because I want to see how they come out with the football. Are they going to be aggressive and attack downfield? You still got the 2-minute warning to come up? Or are they going to be conservative and try and hold on and maybe just get to overtime?
Now it's Roethlisberger. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hall. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. A gain of 6 there on first.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
What the hell is Paul? Paul. I don't even know who that is.
Throwing now is Roethlisberger. Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. It's caught inside the 25. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in the 4th. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Roethlisberger to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. The Wise
Let me
move there.
stop playing.
Like nobody open. Now 2nd down. I see you nodding your head up and down. It's a very heady decision at this stage of the game. Out of the pocket, nowhere to go. Just get rid of it.
That's a smart play because you're not worried about your completion percentage, and you're also not trying to force it into bad traffic as well. Throw the ball away, live to fight another down.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Roethlisberger will hand the counter. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. The Steelers on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Here's Roethlisberger. Intercepted. Picked up on a former first-rounder, Jimmy Ward. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
The Niners take over 1st and 10.
Here we go, here we go. Hey, gun.
Here we go. 50.
21.
I deserve to lose.
Come on, QB, come on.
Set hunt. Hey, get up.
I'll be too greedy.
So after the INT, it's Garoppolo. Oh, and you can forget overtime. This is going to be a safety in the final minute of the game. Oh, my. And I don't know that I've ever seen a tie game decided in the final seconds because of a safety.
It's just an absolute disaster, Brandon. You're thinking you're going to at least get yourself to overtime. But
It's
how about
over
this
now.
defense? They said, we're going to take matters into our own hands, and this will be an unbelievable victory if it holds up.
Good game.
So good field position for the Steelers as they come up 1st
That
and
was
10.
horrible.
I'm going for back.
And the knee is taken for the Steelers out of the victory formation.
A loss of a yard brings up 2nd and 11 at the 46-yard line.
Select 20.
And the knee is taken for the Steelers out of the victory formation. So